Hey there, welcome back, buddy. In this video, we will be learning what is lead field mapping in Salesforce, also some of its consideration as well. Let's get started. So, as we know in the sales life cycle, once the lead has been nurtured, it's time to convert the lead into account, contact, and opportunity, right? Now, let's say you have collected some of the information in your custom fields, and if you want to migrate these values to its converted account, contact, or opportunity, we can easily map these values using the functionality lead field mapping. So, in order to take an example, here you can see there is a pick list known as background, which has three values: non IT, Salesforce, and IT. Now, let's say upon converting this lead into account, contact, and opportunity, I have to make sure that the value stored in the background field should be carry forwarded to the converted account. So, for that, I have already created a pick list field in the account with the same name, background. Now, let's see how to map the fields in the lead to account. For that, navigate to Object Manager and select the lead object. And under the fields and relationship, you'll be seeing this button, which is Map Lead Fields. Click on it, and here you can see three sections: account, contact, and opportunity. And under each section you can see there are two columns. The first column is the list of custom fields available in the lead object. Please note that we won't be seeing any standard fields over here, because using this particular mapping functionality we can't map these standard fields. But if you wanted to know what are the standard fields in the lead object has been mapped to what are the standard fields in account, contact, or opportunity, you can check out this particular link. You not to worry, I'll be leaving this particular PPT link in the description for you to refer. So here they have clearly mentioned what are the standard fields of the lead object will be mapped to what are the standard fields in account, contact, and opportunity. Okay. Now going back to our scenario where we have to map the background of the lead object to the background of the account object. So I just have selected the background pick list field in the account fields. Now let me click on save. Now that we have successfully mapped it, now let's test by converting this particular lead into account, contact, and opportunity. So currently you can see non-IT is selected in the background field. Now let me just convert this account into account, contact, and opportunity. Let me convert it. Okay, it got successfully converted. Let me check the account. So here we can see the value has been successfully carry forwarded from the lead to account. So this is how we can easily carry forward the information from lead to its account, contact, and opportunity. So there are some consideration in this field mapping which we'll be seeing now. Now the first question for you is that what happens when we map a pick list field to another pick list field and that particular target pick list field is restrictive. So in order to test this, I have a pick list field already in the lead object. Let's say experience level. Here you can see the value are fresher and working professional. Now we are going to map this experience level to accounts pick list active field, and the value in this particular active fields are yes and no. Okay, and currently you can notice that this is not a restrictive pick list. So here this particular option is disabled, right? Which means that you can put in some other pick list value apart from yes and no. Okay, now let me just quickly map it. So we are going to map experience level, so where it is experience level, to active pick list in the account object. Let me save it. Review the fields on this tabs. Account two fields. Okay. Okay, got it. So we just got one another learning. So same target field cannot be referred in two source fields. Okay. So for that, let me just quickly make it as none over here. I'm going to save this. Awesome. Now let's try converting this Murugan lead. Before that, let me give some value fresher. Now, do you think upon converting this lead, will we be facing any error? Let's test them out. Let me quickly convert this lead to account, contact, and opportunity. Awesome, it got converted. We didn't got any error. Now let me check the account. Here in the active pick list, we are having fresher. Okay, going back to the object manager, let me refresh the screen over here. And if I'm scrolling down, here you can see the fresher value has been automatically added in the inactive values. So this is how the unrestricted pick list will be working. Now let me just make this as a restrictive pick list, and let's see whether we are getting any error upon converting the lead into account, contact, and opportunity. Now let me choose some other lead. Let's say Joseph. and I'm making the experience level as fresher, for example. Now I'm trying to convert this lead to account contact and opportunity. And here we can see it clearly states that the lead conversion failed because the value for the field active is invalid. Because for the active picklist field, we are having only the value yes and no, but lead conversion is trying to give value as fresher to the active picklist. And that's the reason we are getting this error. Awesome. Now comes the next question. What happens if a number field is mapped to another number field with different length or decimal values? Let's test them out. So to demonstrate that, I have created a number field in lead object which is emailed opened. Here you can see it accepts maximum of 3 digit and 0 decimal place. And I do also created a number field in account object with the same name. And here it accepts maximum of 5 digit and 2 decimals. Now let's try to map these two fields. For that, let me click on map leads, map lead fields, and here I do have email opened, and I'm trying to map the email opened field in the account object. Let me try to save this, and here we are getting this error, but actually we are not getting the proper error message. It would have been greater if Salesforce was showing the proper error message. That's fine. Now the reason behind the scene is that the digit or the decimal value is different, right? And that's the reason we are getting this error. You remember that we have the maximum digit of 3. Now let me make it as maximum digit as 3 over here in the account level as well. Let me save it. Okay. And now let me try to save this mapping. Oops, still we are getting this error. That's because now the decimal places are not matching, right? And that's the reason we are getting that error. Now let me try to change the decimal places as well. Edit, and I'm changing the decimal place to 0 as like which is given in the lead level. Okay. Now let me try to save the field mapping, and here you can see the mapping got saved successfully. So the learning here is that in order to map number to number, the number of digit and the decimal should be matching. Awesome. Now moving on to the next question. What happens when a text field is mapped to another text field with smaller length? So in order to test that, I have already created fields in lead and account level, which is nickname. So here in lead object, you can see the nickname is having maximum length of 20, and in account level, it is having maximum length of 18. Now let's try to map these two fields. So for that, let me click on map lead fields. And here, if I'm scrolling down, I'm seeing nickname over here. Okay, it is already mapped. Now let me try to save it. And here you can see we are getting that error because the maximum length in the lead level is 20, whereas in the target level it is 18, right, which is less than 20. So that's the reason we are getting error. So in order to map the text fields, the length of target field should be greater than or equals to the length of source field, which is lead over here. Okay. Now let me try to change the length to 20, for example, which is equivalent to the length in lead level. Okay. Now let me try to save this lead mapping where it is already mapped. Okay. I'm saving it. And here you can see it was successfully saved. Awesome. So these are some of the consideration. If you want to get the complete list of consideration, check out this particular link. So here you'll be seeing the list of consideration for the lead mapping. And yes, that's it for this video. See you next video. Thank you. Bye bye.